G'day everyone, how are we all doing? This bright, beautiful morning from my end. But I need to change, once again, the chat color, because it goes dark, and I don't know why it wants to go dark. Not that color. I don't know why I don't have an option just to choose a bright color, man. Orange. Just gonna keep mixing and matching until we get a decent color. Pink. Pink's pretty bright. I guess we could maybe try pink. See how it goes. Okay. Well, let's see what's going on with my poll. 82% of you said no. Why? I'm kidding. He's not needed. I'm just curious if people did pull for him, if they're being genuine or not. Because I mean, he's okay. He'll shine for this month, but then every month after, you're gonna see a lot less of him. So I think, you never know. I don't know what people do. Carry sup. Hello. Silverfang, a must pull. If you don't pull, missing out on the best unit. By the way, pull Silverfang because his follow-up with Bengpu is insane good. Like I said, that's true. For how long? He doesn't really have the greatest longevity, but right now he's okay. Except I haven't really seen him in battle because he just came out. So, and I don't know in my server or Asup server, sorry, which is my server, but I'll go into that. I don't know who actually pulled for Silverfang, so I don't think we'll have any gameplay today. I might maybe go through this if we have time for those who didn't watch my video or see what he does. Just to briefly go through him a little bit, but he's a cool character. It's just that in terms of his utility and his kit, it gets overshadowed. But he looks pretty cool though. Like his character mod isn't too bad, as you can see here, because someone did pull for him. Guys, if I get Tatsu V2, everything I put on Tatsu goes away. If you're talking about like regular, like original Tatsu, like SSR Tatsu, this one compared to ATT, they're both completely separate characters. So they both require, I guess, two different types of materials and whatnot. Oh. Thank you very much. No TYT for becoming a X-tier member. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Another victim. No. I never have victims. But I was going to say, if you're talking about UR Tatsu, so I'm guessing if, like, you want to awaken your Tatsu to UR, they're also completely separate characters. So once you do get, let's just say this is UR Tatsu, because it's the exact same as how it works with SSR Plus. It becomes a completely separate and new character. So you start off with 2 stars and level 1 and everything. So you have to put everything into her again. But no, it doesn't get transferred from one character to another because it's a completely different character. You just need the original Tatsu as a prerequisite in order to get the evolved form of her. Or if you're talking about ATT, these two are completely different characters that had different pull banners and everything, and you don't need this Tatsu to get this Tatsu. If that answers your question, because I can't tell if people are global or Southeast Asia, but I will help you out for both. 90 million coins, 100 stamina. This bro is lagging hard, which I will explain very soon. Gonna 7-star 5p bang. I mean, I watched a glimpse of MassX video in the morning. He did get him to awaken 2. And the damage output, oh, well, I guess it was the very first day, so it wasn't too much. But he got freaking 10 million BP already on Bang in like an hour. Which is insane. He's just got a fucking insane account, hey? But it'll be interesting to see how Bang performs from his side when EBZ comes. Holy shit, he hasn't even touched EBZ. Alright. There's a lot I need to go through in this. Guys, I'm pulling for Samurai, but I'm mid-spender. Well, if you want to go for it, go for it. It's totally up to you. Atomic is good, so don't get me wrong. He is a great character, but he's more focused on PvP than related to PvE. It just depends how you play and if you like him as a character or not. Oh, I got another member right before we start. Henza. And say thank you very much as well for becoming a X tier member. I appreciate the support. But getting Atomic is completely fine. He's good. He's strong next month. And I would assume he would overpower Silverfang a lot. Only because Silverfang is very squishy and is like a glass cannon. So he does a shit ton of damage, but dies very quickly. Oh my god. I haven't even started the stream yet. But Truth Seekers as well has become a member. Thank you very much for that additional support as well. Now I have a lot more names to fit at the end of my thing. Oh god. Well, that's a problem for next stream or next video or whatnot. Alright, let me actually get started then. And we'll go through his account one by one and I answer all your questions later on. Ooh, crack. Thanks for your answer. I've become a member already, lol. Yeah, just the stream delays and all that. Alright, well, I'll get started. So, g'day, and welcome back to another One Punch Man the Strongest account review. So today's video, we are going to review one of my Z tier members' accounts, being Asup, who is from server 51, which is the exact same server as me. So quite a coincidence there. And just from my personal experience, I've been in Asup's club for basically the entire beginning of the game. He's been an OG player in server 51 with me, so I do know a lot about him. And he was one of the strongest players on my server back in the LSSR era. He was always top 5 or even top 3 really. But the account has seen some interesting choices along the way. So, for example, like the thumbnail suggests, he only has Bengpu, and he doesn't have Gerugan Awakened whatsoever, which I will go through, I guess, a little bit onto why, and also explain all this stuff. Because his account has been kind of neglected ever since, let's say, kind of the beginning or during the initial stages of the SSR Plus era, which I'll go talk about and say some things about it. But I have been given permission as well to show this off. So this is his overall top-up. So he was a heavy spender during the LSSR era, which a lot of players were. So that's why he was very strong in this era. But now that SSR Plus has come out and people realize that SSR Plus is quite demanding in terms of money. So a lot of people have been drawn away from spending on this game anymore, which is evidently also through Asup as well. So his account hasn't been overly active, as you can see here. And if I can see the daily sign-in, he has some... Oh, okay, well, a reset. But he had 9 resign, or he had, like, a few days missed. So, because he was up to, I think, 21. So I think he had, like, 8 days or 9 days missed. So, yeah. And I'm going to go through his account. Because, well, if he wants to improve, then he can take my advice. And, yeah, so I'm going to go through that. Now, before I go through, I need to see, should I or should I not get the Z tier? So the Z tier is a subscription where you're eligible to have an account review, like Asup here and my many other streams. You can't get it with the X tier. X tier is just for additional support, so appreciate it. But if you do want an account review, you will have to pay for my Z tier subscription just at least once, and then you'll be completely eligible. You can cancel it soon after. But yeah, so it depends if you want to get the Z tier or not. That's totally up to you. I'm not going to force you. All right, Sack calculator. Boom. Because, well, like I said, he was a strong account, and he does have a good amount of sacks for a year of playing. He's got 1,300, which is about 200 above me. So he does have a lot of sacks into his account. Now, as you can see here, Sonic is his most invested character, which I am a bit against, and the reason why is because he should have investment because he's your main speedster, but only with the gears and the keepsake badge. He has 3 stars on his buff gears, which is concerning because it doesn't need to be there, and it could probably be better off going on to Carnage or maybe even Boros, but I'd probably focus purely on Carnage in all honesty. So realistically, I reckon Carnage should be his top invested character and invest into those gears with the sacks that's in here. And also you can revert Sonic sigils, but everything here, that's all fine. But Carnage, he's second most invested character, basically his most invested character or SSR plus character. Got the highest BP. The distribution here is good. At least the buff gears are level higher than the regular gears, but when I would probably want to revert this, then you can put him on here and make him just as tanky as you can, because Carnage is a still very strong character in this current meta before Atomic comes out next month, and that will change quite a bit, so that's going to be quite interesting to see. Otherwise, he does have another character like Boros, which I guess he can use. He doesn't have Garuganship Core though, which is a bit annoying, but he can still use him in Bengpu Core, I guess. But the investment here, I guess you can put some investment into him, like you don't need to go all out on Carnage. But he does have a shit ton of sacks, so like realistically, I reckon you could just go Sonic with pure speed, max him out. CK, you could probably entirely max him out. 7, maybe, and then put a little bit into like Boros and Child Emperor. ATT, honestly, you can completely revert. Bengpu, you can also completely revert. I don't know why there's sacks in here. Amai, you can completely revert. Gale Wind, I think he still might use, but then all these other characters here, he's got sacks that are unnecessary, except RMG, I guess you can keep a keepsake on. All those you have keepsake. Gara keepsake, no longer needed. Watchdog Man, he does have his keepsake, but he doesn't have him to 5p, and he hasn't got like any shards in order to get that 5-star. So honestly, Watchdog Man isn't useful for his setup to put or pair him up with Carnage. So I wouldn't advise that. He would just stick with Gale Wind for now. But yeah, so just in my opinion, revert a lot of these characters and revert a bit of Sonic as well. Like the sigils and buff gears are not needed. Try to probably max out your Carnage as high as you can. Then I would probably focus on Boros a little bit, or even Child Emperor if you want to. But yeah, I would not go heavily into like all these characters. Like Watchdog Man has 22. Bengpu has 45, which he shouldn't have in the first place. But yeah, quite an interesting count, but it does have a lot of sacks, so it is fixable. Now, he doesn't have Garuganshu, which is a big problem. And from what I've been told, he did pull initially for Garuganshu's banner. But during this time, he's basically been burnt out from the game, like ever since Metalbat, I guess we'll say. So he actually did put about 80 summons into Garuganshu, and he risked it because he wanted to try to pull the Awakened Stone early, and he wasn't bothered spending on this game anymore. So he got one Evolution Stone, and then LSSR Garuganshu. So, well, not LSSR, sorry, SSR Garuganshu. So he did waste 80 summons, which is quite unfortunate. And the BT count he has right now because of it is about 27, and he hasn't purchased this month's black tickets because he doesn't have enough gems to do so. And it is quite challenging now because the next character he has to pull is Garuganshu, so he has to skip Atomic entirely, and Garuganshu's rerun will come in April of 15th, which I'll also talk about in depth later on. But yeah, quite an interesting turn. I guess he hasn't been motivated to play this game anymore, which I guess makes sense, and I've known that. But yeah, so I'll just go over his characters, and then I'll also go through PvP and everything and see how he can progress further with the Bengpu core, as well as how Bengpu does visually go up against Garuganshu's core, and why he's extremely important to pull, and why if you did skip him, or if you didn't like Garuganshu and you wanted to skip him, then I will tell you why no, you shouldn't have skipped him. And if you can, or if you just started, try to save all your black tickets to go for Gary Ganstrup in his rerun April 15th, because he's definitely worth it, and he will be relevant for a year plus, or even 2 years plus, for villain related content. So yeah, right. Can I have a review? Well, if you have my Z tier subscription, then yes, which I don't think you did, but whenever it happens, then sure thing. How do I copy that? I don't know what this is. If you want to get a account review, you got to get in line. That is true as well. Piper is also one of those in line. There are still about, I think, 9 or 8 to do after this. But I think I'm trying to push out 2 reviews every week. So it should hopefully be a lot shorter at the end of the month. So I'm doing my best I can, because I'm very busy. Can I get the Z tier but no account review? Yes, you can. I have people who have gotten my Z tier subscription and have told me that they don't want their account review, which is fine. But that opportunity is always available to them. So whenever they ask to have their account review, let's say like even 8 months into the future, then I will remember, because I have it tracked, and they can. They just have a limit of 1 account review. They could get their account reviewed more than once, maybe later, like way later into the future, if I don't have any type of content and if I'm not overly busy. But right now, because there's such a huge lineup of account reviews, I have to keep it 1 account review per person, because it's too much at the moment. How to get revert card? I wasted mine. Well, luckily, they finally added a genuine and proper vitality event after 3 months, or 4 really now. But in this, as long as you spend vitality on literally anything, it doesn't need to be in the vitality feature here. But as long as you spend vitality, you get a free revert card, which I think, what is it? 600 vitality, which is perfectly easily doable in 10 days. So thank God we finally got a revert card. So that's a way to get it for free. Otherwise, I don't think the offer's here anymore, but on the last day, oh no, it's still here. You can buy them if you want, but it's in Australian dollars, it's 50, which is very expensive. But on USD, it's probably around $33, which, I mean, I can change wherever the USD thing is here. USD 32. So it's quite spendy just for 1, but at least you can get 1 free one now this month. So definitely do this vitality event when you can. Will Atomic help with Epic Conqueror's challenge? Absolutely, because he does reduce the state of the Undying Shields, and he does follow-ups when you break those shields. Or if you have him Awakened too, he does follow-up, by the way. But Jared, definitely get him if you can, because he does do well in Epic Conqueror's challenge and PvP. He'll always be relevant in Epic Conqueror's challenge, only because they have Undying Shields permanently. So in PvE, that's one of the only few features that he will be very strong against, because if you pair him up with Gary Ganstrup's core, it's brilliant. So definitely get that if you can. I'm only spending heavy money for Drive Night Plus, which, fair enough. Yes, it will, but not as Menobats will do, because Menobat is really strong for PvE. That's true as well. Doubt he will last till rerun. How much investment does Boros cost? I mean, from like the average player, he doesn't need massive investment, and I wouldn't recommend getting his keepsake or anything, only because he just use him for his core. Like, you have other DPS characters like Metalbat, who just got released in Southeast Asia, and Soiru, for example, that you want to put more your sacks into. But honestly, Boros doesn't need too much investment. His keepsake is skippable, but if you have the money to spare, or if you have the spare vouchers, and I guess you can, but I'd definitely save for like King, or You Are King, especially in the future, if you can. Is there an explanation? Oh, is there an expiration? Sorry, expire. Fuck me, I can't say. With your review, whenever someone didn't take it for a year. No, so I've kept it in track, and I can track who haven't had their account reviewed, because right now I think 2 people have postponed it, and whenever they want their account reviewed, they can just let me know, and I'll fit them in. So it will never go away. Just as long as you purchase my Z tier member at least once, I'll keep it in track. Do you review Southeast Asia accounts? I can. I just haven't gotten an offer for it. And I don't take offers for free. You have to pay for my subscription. So, unless later down the line in the future, if I have no reviews, built up or like any in queue, then I might. Yeah. Bro, I was so disappointed. I thought the Sakura Sonic was going to be in a reward in this. Yeah, that makes no sense. That he popped up on the front of the screen, and this is literally his event, but you don't even get his costume. You actually get, for some reason, Silverfang's costume appearance, which makes no sense, but okay. I guess they knew people weren't really going to pull for Silverfang, so they made him, like, have a free appearance for those. I guess he does look kind of cool. So, it's weird. And also, you get Linlin's skin as well, from what I saw from this stuff. Where is it? Yeah, which, I mean, it is part of the festivity skin as well, but fair enough. I just don't understand why Sonic wasn't available, but yeah, interesting. All right, let me actually go through the characters now. Been yapping. So, his most powerful character is Carnage with 5p and everything, so he is, like, very invested into. Ooh, the skills, though, he is not, which I am heavily against. And since he is your main character, I would want him to max out his skills because he is one of your leaders as well. So I guess your member training might be a little bit behind, which I'll go through later on. But 5p Carnage, very strong. Damage Reflect, always useful in both PvP and PvE at the moment. Character talents, he does have all sigils unlocked, which is good. This is all maxed out, like the talent pages, and at least the HP here is maxed. Is it damage rate? Oh, damage boost, you also want to max out if you can. Oh, damage rate was in this one, which he's maxed out, which is good. I mean, damage rate isn't, like, doesn't relate to charge damage, but still upgrade if you can. Just that little bit of extra damage counts. And you can also upgrade this if you can, because HP. Just get as much HP as you can. Does he have another HP sigil? He does, which, I mean, I'll just put it in there, because Carnage definitely wants HP, because he does have 9.5 million HP, which is pretty strong. But, oh god. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's something that's interesting to see. He doesn't have Awaken to Carnage, but yet he spent 3 Evo Stones and put it on attack and speed. Which, this is definitely not worth it. The attack one and speed, I wouldn't recommend as well, because you have it speedster and he needs to be sped up. HP growth was worth it, though. But these two, no, that was a mistake. And because he didn't have 2 Awaken Stones, so... Okay. But what I was going to say is that the HP on Carnage isn't the strongest I've seen for the amount of sacks he's put into him, because mine, for example, does have about 350 or 20 sacks into my Carnage, and he's a lot stronger than his. But that's also because I do have a full drive set, which he doesn't. He has a broken HP set, so I guess I can see that. And that makes sense as well. He has 2 HP bonus and not 3, and he only has 1 flat HP and 2. Oh, this is not a bad piece. He's got 2 bonus damage, 2 HP. That's solid. That's basically 4 of the 5 ideal stats. Alright, that's fine. But this one only has 1. Oh, he's got block rate. Actually, you know what? That's not too bad. It makes him survive a bit more. But this one, he kind of needs 3 HP. But he's re-rolled this and he has no lock. So I'm not going to touch any of that. But like here, this is bad idea. Don't do this. But in regards to him, he does have his keepsake, which is why he got 5p. This is maxed out, which is good. Broken set, any of this faction damage reduction, not really ideal, but he does have a broken HP set. I want to see if he could go for a machine set. Okay, he can't. Not for that. This one, okay, he can get machine. Okay, but he only needs a chest piece. Then he could go for a machine set, because that will work well. And then I already went through his buff gears, I guess. This he needs to try to get 3 HP. Or at least 1 little flat HP with the 2 HP bonuses. But these two are completely fine. If you want, you can get more HP. But honestly, you got 2 block rates, which also works fine. So I'll just keep it as it is. Now, he does have Boros Plus as well, which hopefully... Okay, well, I guess he's put 1 into attack growth, which is fine, because he's got a lot of spares, because he didn't get Bakuzan, thank God. I guess that's fine, but in regards to his attack, it's not overly high, and I also noticed that he didn't pull for Boros' keepsake, which, realistically, he shouldn't have really pulled for Boros, but I guess right now, he's basically used as a support character, and by that, I mean just the damage-sharing minion. It just helps with the survivability of everyone in that row, so... I can see, I guess, why he might have pulled for him, but honestly, I wouldn't have pulled for him in the first place, and then you would have had a lot more black tickets to get for Gary Kanshub. But he does have him to 4 stars. 5 stars isn't super important. It just makes him survive a lot longer, which honestly isn't really worth it anymore because your Boros does die pretty quickly in this era. Sigils here, he's only got 3, which honestly I think is fine because Boros shouldn't be your main focus anymore. He doesn't have these stacked to 10. Right. Broken. Oh no, he's not broken. It's a martial arts set. And he has a full... Oh, this one is an attack bonus rip. Okay. Well, I mean, I was going to say keep this as a broken thing. But because he's already put sacks into it, I'm not going to touch it. But I'm pretty sure it would be a lot better. Because what was that? Sorry, 745. And he's put levels into it. But if he went with a broken 745... Oh, okay. It's because he's already put sacks in. It's level 100. Let me see. Put this back. Yeah. But I would opt for a broken. Because you normally always want to prioritize broken sets rather than attack sets. Attack sets are just a bonus if you can do it. Otherwise, just always go for broken stats. Because when you put more sacks into it, it'll be a lot more beneficial than this with that little flat attack and not attack percentage. Buff gears. Ooh, that's a pretty good piece. 2 attack bonus, 2 flat attack. 1 crit. What's your crit? 45%. It's a little bit too low. Like, ideally, you would want at least, I'd say, 60% to be somewhat sufficient. 2 flat attack and damage rate. This one's also okay. It's got 3 of the ideal stats. Or I guess bonus damage as well for the explosion. But he is a little bit underinvested. And honestly, I don't see a strong purpose of him being pulled. But he can be used as your second Esper when you do get Gargantuan Core. So honestly, I mean, you can still... But someone then I would definitely not... I wish you could have not pulled then. Was Child Emperor, which you haven't put any stone, which is interesting. But I mean, that's good as well. Because honestly, Child Emperor isn't overly strong if you can't like fully invest into him. So like he's not really needed anymore, especially in this era. Because he's on high tech and it's not needed at all. But everything here is Awaken 1. The skills is also a bit behind. It's got these sigils here, which I'd probably honestly revert now. Just to save some sacks. Put him to Carnage. He doesn't have his keepsake as well. Yikes. To a badge, which I would probably upgrade it to 4 if you still use him. But because you have Bengpu, I think he is still one of your main characters you have to use because for the high-tech slot. Okay, but you have a broken attack set, which is perfectly fine. Okay, well this is okay. It's got 1 of each bonus though, not defense, but that's a shit one. We don't count that. 2 flat attack, 1 crit. You'd ideally want more crit. What's this crit? 36. Jeez, a lot lower damage rate. Okay, this one's also pretty meh. But you do have, or he does have the passive to increase the crit percentage. So if you do put him in Boros' same row, then I guess it kind of works. But the only problem is, like, if this is your lineup for now, yeah. You can't really put these in the same row because you kind of want Sonic in one of those rows as well. Speed up. So, like, that's why I wouldn't have recommended pulling for Child Emperor. And during even when Bengpu era, like, you have Drive Knight, so you could have just stick with Drive Knight or even Lightning Genji during this era, but decisions, man. Let me go through Sonic because, like you've seen, he is the most invested character. And he does have 5P, so he's the fastest he can be. And it is 1228 speed, despite being fully maxed out here. Which I assume his tier level in member training is probably tier 15 or 16. Because mine's 17 and I have, I think, 10 more speed in him. So I think he's 2 tiers down. So I think his tier is level 15, but I'll double check that. But 3 speed bonus, which is fine. Then all these stats, honestly, doesn't really matter. What's this tenacity buff? Oh, that's pretty good as well. I guess for Sonic, because he has tenacity. But otherwise, like I've said previously, he doesn't need... Oh, God. Free BP. But he doesn't need all these talents, like the sigils. So I would revert these if you can. Put them onto other people, like Carnage, for example. And... just leave Sonic as it is here because he's still very useful in terms of maxing out his speed in PvP because speed is still a major factor. But I'd also revert all these sacks in here, goddamn. But the gems you have at the moment, I'll try to put them into black tickets and not reverting all these characters because you're really needing that black tickets. But yeah, so I'll just leave it as it is. Oh, but he doesn't use Gale Wind in his team. He does use ATT, which is interesting. Okay, well, I guess I'll go through ATT a little bit. Even though her attack is a lot less, but she did have a bit of investment into. Which, honestly, if you pulled for Boros, like, ATT isn't mandatory in team anymore. And especially now with Gargantuan's core, ATT is, like, unnecessary if you don't have any strong espers. But these sigils can definitely be reverted. Skills 1 or 2 as a leader, that's very low, despite your account level being 113. So that is a problem there. Gear-wise, 2 attack bonus, that's not bad. I mean, honestly, this doesn't matter. Got 2 block rate, bonus damage, 2 fight attack. Okay. And this is, again, under the broken attack set, which is fine. This is fine as well, a keepsake, but I'd probably reduce this exclusive badge, only because you don't really need her anymore in this team. Which I would probably put Gale Wind instead, because you have a spare slot, but I'll go through that when I go through his lineup after I review most of his characters, which I guess one more character I'll review then will be Bengpu, because he is using Bengpu right now, and for some reason, he has some investment into him, like these buff gears, which don't make sense, but he got 2 HP bonus, which is fine, because I guess he's just there for his core, so just make him as tanky as you can with HP and everything. Broken HP set there. Now, you did have sigils into him, which, once again, waste of sacks. I will definitely remove those. Waste of awakening materials. But I guess if you don't have any hero characters right now, then for the time being, because he's still your main core, I guess he's going to put him in for now. But once he does get a future hero character, which, honestly, I don't know if that's going to be until Drive Night. Because he has to get Gargantuan next, and then the next character after that, he won't have enough tickets to get anyone else. So he'll probably go for Deep Sea King straight after, I reckon. Are you a leader as well? Yeah, 100. Oof, that is very low. That is 13 behind. Okay, as a leader. I guess his member training is very far behind, which I'll go through later on. But he does have a decent amount of HP. That's 4.4 HP. Which, fair enough. At top of those resilience shields, not too bad. Except when going up against Metabat and Carnage, since they have charge damage. Good luck surviving. But at least he has that unyielding chance. So anyways, that wraps up basically the main characters. Now, he does have Gale Wind, which I think he doesn't use in his main PvP lineup. And he also doesn't have his keepsake, which is a bit unfortunate. But is he a leader? No, he's a member. Okay. And he doesn't have too many. He does have sigils, which honestly I'd revert as well. This I'd also revert, like, the sacks into him. Because he's just used as a support character, really, for his stuns. And speaking of stuns, in terms of PvP, I would probably opt for something like this. But does he want to get sped up? I kind of want him to. So I would probably do something like this. Now, it depends if you want to put these in the front row, because I found a bit more success in this when going up against Sonic users, for example. But I'll just leave it like this for now. And Gale Wind, I guess, can get done on the side or something. He doesn't have his keepsake, which is quite unfortunate. But this is probably the team I would opt for. I need to check his PvP and see if his team had ATT or not. But I'd definitely put Gale Wind for now. Only because you do have Gale Wind. And ATT you have Boros. So, like, all the sacks into ATT you can put into Boros. But, yeah. So that basically wraps up his characters. How do I get more gold besides Daily Pig? Basically, it is the pig. Gold, it's a very long grind. It just takes a lot of time. Now, the reason why he has a lot of gold is because he doesn't spend it, first of all, which is evident through the lack of skill training here. Like, look at that, 101, 107, 100, 102 for leaders, 100 again, despite his account being 1113 or 113. So, he's not utilized a lot of his gold. It's just because of a lot of saving, and because he doesn't log into his account as much anymore. Bro, I bought the skin and now we get it for free. Unlucky. Unlucky. Do you think it's possible to get Lin Lin's skin free to play, or would it be a waste using all the vitality in this event? Because I know if it's like the same as the previous vitality events, you're going to have to spend quite a lot of vitality to even get to stage 4. Because stage 4, I think from what I found, like if you want to get to stage 4, you have to like dump all your vitality into this event, which honestly, the rewards in here, I wouldn't really say are worth it. Maybe this, is this random? Ugh. Brother, wait. Bloodied Core, Brutal Core, Prodigy Core. Prodigy is Gyros. Yeah, you need telekinetic. Oh, God, that's awful. Because I needed these, and then I had to buy it, but then I eventually got it, which is bullshit. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend probably going through this event unless you really want the skin, because all the other rewards are shit. That's shit. This one, I mean, this can be okay, but realistically, it's just for a skin and it's cosmetic. It doesn't really benefit your account. You can get one level 5 sigil, which honestly isn't too bad. But honestly, the sigils you can easily get from Honor Battle, because Honor Battle is a great way to get sigils, because you can buy a lot of level 6 ones, like a level 6, sorry, and then level 4, and eventually a level 7, which you should be trying to get with these currencies whenever you can. But I honestly don't think it's worth dumping all your vitality, because I think it's gonna drain a shit ton of your vitality. Now I know he has a lot of vitality, so if you really wanted to, he can. But I like, from a competitive perspective, I wouldn't, unless you really want the skin, which honestly I don't care about her skin, so I wouldn't get it. But up to you. But I don't find a benefit, because the rewards here are pretty shit. If I had like a full tab with emblem rewards like it has for like previous events, then I would have done it, because I definitely do those. But for this, I wouldn't recommend it personally. But you can get it as free to play, but you have to put all of your vitality, and you're gonna have to be spending like if you don't already, like 2 60s of vitality every day to try to get it. You can definitely get Linen free to play if you save the Saitama investigations. Oh yeah, that's true as well. Because normally those Saitama investigations you use for vitality events, but I wouldn't recommend this vitality event. Honestly, I'd recommend skipping this one and wait for future ones, because there's definitely a lot more better events, because he only has 200 as well, so he's used it before. But I would save it. Honestly, I would save all your vitality for a future event. Whenever it has like emblem card rewards, I always do those, because emblem cards, it's already a lengthy ass grind. Like, it'll take a year or 2 to fully max out. So whenever you can, I would always go full investment into that if you can, because that's what I do, and I'm very far into my emblems. What's bro doing with 89 million coins? Well, he doesn't really touch his accounts as of recently, so he's got a lot to spare. Me personally trying to snag the core material, struggling with core 1 Geru. Well, unfortunately, like I just saw then, it's only for the globe one. It's not this one, which makes no sense to me, because this one I found is the hardest one. Well, I had less of these, so like it was really annoying, and I don't recommend going through it now because it's so annoying. As you can see, 105, 105 on a 113 account. Yeah, that's true as well. Imagine no Awaken 3 Child Emperor, goddamn it. Where's the twist? I'll go through a twist potentially later on in this review, so stick around. I got pool crazy trying to get all the characters and realized it wasn't possible in SSR Plus era. Wore myself thin on multiple units instead of focusing on single units. Yeah, which I can notice that you definitely fell for the trap, because you did get like the first 3 SSR Plus units, excluding Bakuzan, because we don't care about Bakuzan. But that's what put off a lot of people, and why a lot of people that did spend initially are quitting, because they realize they can't get every single SSR Plus character, because now it becomes a strategic process for spenders, especially in the long run as well, because you can't pull every character, and which ones are definitely the ones to invest into. Like Gargantup, he's definitely one of the mandatory ones, and the next mandatory one for everyone would be Deep Sea King. Atomic Samurai and Metalbat are optional if you do have the spare resources to get them, because they definitely are worth it, but not like on top of the food chain and on top of like basically being top priority. If you can get them, definitely get it, because I did as well. if you were saving during the LSSR era. But if you couldn't get them, it's okay. You can skip them and definitely wait for Deep Sea King and then Drive Knight when it comes out. Was broken, lost interest, yeah. Geru better than you are Boros? No, you are Boros is a lot better. No, I thought they were both Geru. Yeah, Prodigy is CE. Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought it was Geru. Okay. But yeah, mate, it is freaking... That's unfortunate. I thought it would be both, but it was only one, which is the Globe one, and I needed the Q ones, but yeah. Saving my 2K investigations for the next event. Yes, I would have a 4K by then, goddamn. Well, hopefully the next event is good. I'm going to use 1K investigations, hoping getting that Linden skin. Well, if you want to get it, then go for it, but good luck. I think you should be able to. But as long as you also spend your gems on Vitality, like every day, then I think you should be able to. What's the use of investigation? I have 6.7. Just to get, like, Vitality for free. And then you can use those Vitality on Vitality events such as this. SX out here getting Silver Fang. For real. Yeah, well, he gets everyone. So, if you haven't seen his video, I guess you can check it out a little bit. It got 10 million BP, which is insane for global. I know in Southeast Asia you can easily get that, but on global right now it's insane. Would have went all out on Piggon for the memes, but they never released him. That's true as well. I don't know when Piggon's coming out. Put some respect on Bakuzan. Hell no. All right, let me go through his leaderboard because he is part of my server, and like I've said previously, he was one of the top 5 players in my server during the LSSR period, and it was very strong. But now he's dropped down, I guess, in terms of BP to 40. Which isn't still too bad in terms of BP, because he has a lot of investment into certain characters. Where am I? I am here, right? Yes, I am somewhere. 24. This is me. Hello. Like me. But our top player is Joshi, which I can see that he did pull for Silverfang, because I don't know how many people pulled for Silverfang on my server. And whether or not a lot of the top players did. That I'm going to have to find out because it's the very first day and I wouldn't think people would put him as his main top unit. Yeah. I mean, Asup's Carnage is rank 39, which I think can go a lot higher if he reverts a lot of his characters and just purely focus on Asup. Well, not Asup, sorry. Focus on Carnage. And then club rankings, he is in our club and we are currently ranked in terms of BP 2nd in NA. So that's his leaderboard there, and that's how he stands. This one, oh god, he hasn't even done the story. I mean, I guess if he's not bothered, then sure, but he could easily get to 110. Right, alright, let me go through his arena, because I'm also quite curious as well to see how he performs in here. Because, as you can see, like, legit everyone here has Geru Gantube core. So, let me see his lineup first. Okay, he does have ATT. I'll just use this lineup for now. And then afterwards, I would put Gale in instead. But, because I'm kind of curious. Like, even against Katana, for example, who's ranked 77. But they do have Geru Gantube. Because I'm not entirely sure if he can beat any of these. But, I think I'll fight you. Oh, but you got Meta. Oh, God, you got a lot of SSR plus. Jesus. Okay, I might fight someone who, like you, probably, who just has Carnagekabuto. And see how this fares out. Oh, one problem is, though, the Sonic is attacking his Carnage. Which could be a problem. You see this ATT? She only did... Well, this is direct damage, but I guess... Like, she's not overly strong. Because if she was, like, really invested into, then she can be viable. But with the amount of SSR plus we have, and especially that he has SSR plus Boros, then I would definitely prioritize more into Boros, because it's just a lot more viable, and, like, versatility-wise, is a more useful. What should I get? DK plus having Geru. DK is a core, so yes. Yes. But what do you need all cores? Well, I mean, you need every core character, basically. Whenever there's a core character, you would always definitely want to get them. Because for like PvP, especially in hero-related and villain-related shit, they last for a year. So you definitely need Geru Ganshub and Drive Knight's core, because Drive Knight core does overtake Geru Ganshub's core for basically being the meta for a fairly long time until Geru Ganshub's core does run back a little bit during like the start of the UI era, but then it swaps around, and then Boros is another core character that then you definitely need to use and invest into. But you definitely need Drive Knight's core if you can. Becoming at the same time as SSR Plus comes out, which should be the 2nd anniversary. That is September. Yeah, that's also around true. If nothing changes, if they don't change the schedule, if they don't like not copy the SCEA schedule, then it should be around there. Damn, even Yenny would break top 20 in that server. Probably. A lot of the people from the server below, so like Wales server, because their arena is a lot harder than ours. Yenny, maybe. He wouldn't beat me though, so he probably wouldn't actually, to be fair. It's pretty shit, huh? But a lot of people in that server would definitely be very high if they went down to this bracket server, but I don't think our servers will merge for a fairly long time. Invest in Slug. Honestly, go out with a bang, eh? Why did people in your server change the name to Old Man? So, as you can see, for example, in this battle, there's 2 types of Old Man. There's an Old Man with the capitals, and then one with just an Old Man capital with O. So if it has this format, so Old and Man is in capitals, then they're from our club, which is NA. And then if they're Old Man with just capital O, then they're from the other club, which is Rise. So, I don't know. It's just a fun little thing. Oh god. It initially was started by Rise with, I think it was Old Man J. And then at the start of the year, I decided to call myself Old Man because on my Discord, I was being called an old man. So I'm like, all right, new year, new me. Made an Old Man, but I put a capital M instead. And then people in my club just soon followed, and now everyone in my club is named Old Man. If they wanted to, and then Rise decided to make everyone Old Man on their side. So, I don't know, it's just fun banter. But what I've realized in this battle here is that if his Carnage does win, because first of all, his Carnage is sped up, so he does heal a lot more and gets 2 attacks than compared to this one. And second of all, he has a strong Carnage. So having a strong Carnage will be able to beat, I guess, some Geru Ganshub cores, because Geru Ganshub doesn't give you any sort of resistance in terms of HP. It just gives you unyielding, we'll say. Because the tenacity shields, or the resilience shields here, basically like increases your HP by a lot. So like, it can be quite viable. Now against Metal Bats, I honestly don't think Asup will be able to win. Depending on how like heavily invested those Metal Bats are. So I might probably push up a little bit higher even. Just to see how well he can compare. Against some certain other type of lineups. Oh god, this is going to go for all 10 rounds. But he won because, well, he has a lot more HP in the end. So now I'm kind of curious. Let me see how high he goes. But before I do that, I do want to change his lineup because Gale Wind, you don't need to use ATT anymore. She rarely did anything in that battle. I guess in terms of AoE damage, she was kind of useful, but you have Child Emperor. And I would probably speed up Gale Wind because the stuns are kind of useful. I would probably keep it like this. And then see... Ooh, do I want to pick on not a hero? Who is a free-to-play player, but he does have Metal Bat, and I'm kind of curious how he goes up against a Metal Bat. So I'm going to try this and see what happens, because I'm quite curious. Especially with a Metal Bat user. Because Metal Bat against Bengpu core is like a very strong counter. Because it's charge damage, and if you have a highly invested Metal Bat, it basically one-shots characters. But at least he has Boros in the same core, so these on the same row, sorry. So these 3 shouldn't be able to be one-shotted. Joshi is an Omega Whale. Well, I guess in our server bracket, yeah, Wind fucking died. Oh, Galewind died. Well, damn. Jesus. Oh, I guess Galewind didn't really have any abilities or anything. Fuck. Whoa. This looks weird. Oh, also his Carnage is hitting that Carnage. So this might be very annoying. But, because with Not a Hero, he is free to play, and I just saw he didn't have the keepsake on Metalbat. So I assume he doesn't have too many sacks, which means if they keep hitting Carnage, because damage reflect is very prone in Gargantuan Core, because there's no, say, resilience shield to tank out that damage. But I think Asup might win this. Only because he's gone up against a much weaker Metalbat. And Carnage. So, like, he'll be able to out-tank this entire team. Because one thing, he is faster, so he can heal a lot quicker. We copied Old Man J and then just caught on long. Yeah, that's true, which is what I said. So we just copied for some reason, but I guess it's for fans. We haven't been called out for it, I think. It's whatever. You saw Season 3 trailer? Yes, I did. Thank God there was news. But when's the date? It better not be after GTA 6, because then I'll cry. Because I need to watch it. Like, come on, man. I've been waiting for so long. It was like, what, 2019 or 18 since Season 2? And then we were promised the next season, and then it just kept being postponed, and then no news, and then postponed, and no news, then studio change, then no production. Drama, and then finally we got some announcement. Thank fuck. Even if it is the studio from last season, I honestly don't care. I mean, Season 2, like Season 1 was a lot better than Season 2 in my opinion. But apparently the Season 3 arc, because I don't read into the manga, so I'm just going based on what everyone's saying, but it should be a very good arc no matter what. Ooh. This Carnage might die. No, it won't, because one thing with Bengpu I realized as well, Undying Shield. The emblem's actually kind of useful, so he just completely negated that attack and rendered it useless. Okay, so I think Asup might be able to win this. If he can get his heals up. Because he's not healing. Ooh. Does he finish off his Carnage? Oh, fuck, he didn't. Quite close though. Ah, freaking shields. Bloody Undying Shields. Ah, the Undying Shield triggered again. Jesus. I think he's got level 3 Undying Shield. I'm pretty sure Asup does. I need to check it when I go through his emblems. But I think Metalbat's dead now. Yep. And his Carnage, unfortunately, he's got fucking Undying Shield. So this is going to be a bit annoying if he doesn't get one-shotted. Good. But he should be able to heal for a lot longer. And I think in the conditions in Arena is that basically the more units alive and the more HP you have, they win. But Asup killed him off anyway, so there you go. He can still hold his own because strong Carnages is just a cheat code. Okay, I don't think you'll be able to beat him because he's got like 10 million BP Carnage, which is like probably 12 million health. Then everyone else here. King. Oh god, don't even get me started. Muibak. I might try one more battle just to see how he goes against... Because I think you have Awakened 2 Metalbat. So let me just see this, and as I go through, chat a little bit longer. During this battle, oh god, Boros is targeting Carnage. At least you're targeting Metalbat, which he did one shot. Okay, that's pretty cool. Don't make me act up. Get out of here, Niami. Is SSR plus tank top good? He is good. And before Alloy was the monthly banner for Southeast Asia, I would have said to definitely pull Tank Top Master whenever you can. But now, if Global follow the same path and trajectory that Alloy is in the monthly banner instead of the wheel, then right now, I kind of want people to hold off on Tank Top Master and then pull for Alloy instead, because Alloy's a lot better in terms of the damage reflect unit for hero side. But the problem is with Tank Top as well, is that much like we had Carnage, Metal Bear, and Ganshu, those are 3 back-to-back characters, which is the exact same for Deep Sea King, Tank Top Master, and Drive Knight. So like the top priority is definitely getting Drive Knight and Deep Sea King, and then Tank Top Master is like the same scenario as Metal Bear, where if you can get him, then you can pull for him. Otherwise, he's not like the top priority. He is very good though, don't get me wrong, but he's just sandwiched between very essential units, so you can't really fit him if you don't have enough resources to do so. So he is good, but I would personally probably skip him if Alloy is free-to-play obtainable, because the Darkshine Alloy is basically one of, if not the strongest SSR Plus character. But he's at the very end of the era, which, like, the longer time goes, the stronger the SSR characters get. So, like, yeah, it's quite interesting, but hopefully he's free-to-play obtainable, because Darkshine is definitely needed and mandatory. Yeah, you gotta go top 2. Hell no. Do you have any info about Gale Wind? I do. I haven't seen him during his debut on CN, but if the skills hasn't changed from the leaks that I saw, he is a speedster and he does stun, which is also quite annoying. And I think he does single target damage, but he also grants invisibility, I think, if I read that correctly, which I don't think is evasion. I think it's a completely different mechanic, which seems kind of OP. But he is a speedster, so that's annoying for free-to-play, because speedsters aren't really a top priority, but yeah. But Gale Wind seems very strong. I'm trying to think what else was in his kit. Oh, Specialized Shatter as well, which Specialized Shatter, I'm pretty sure, was it also decreased the damage rate of your opponents when hit with the Shatter? I'm pretty sure as well. Which makes your opponents weaker. As well as Shatter, which normally Shatter weakens that target in the first place, but yeah. Besides Sax, what's the biggest factor in BP? Because Mass X is already somewhat comparable. Very true. RIP. I mean, Mass X, he invests into everyone and everything. Like, all his emblems are probably really high. Emblems is a big factor of BP. And I would probably also say... where's member training? Here, like type training. Because this shit here gives you a lot of BP. And he probably has his tiers very high. Oh, like I said, he had tier 15, which was right. But all of these must be very high. And the reason why it's very high is because he pulls for everyone. So he's maxed out all of the expedition to like stage whatever he can reach. So that's a big factor in terms of BP. And he just has a shit ton of BP. Because he puts sacks into everyone. Like, he probably has like 6,000 sacks on his account. So that's definitely a reason why his BP is extremely high compared to a lot of people. I'm just trying to think what else in terms of BP. Because this, I think everyone, if you've been playing from the very beginning, has maxed out. And talents, yeah. But definitely sacks 100%. Because he unlocks sigils for everyone. And sigils is also a big factor in terms of BP. Like individual BP. But if you don't have as many sacks like him, then... like me, for example, I can't unlock all the sigils for every character. Because I want to prioritize those sacks to max out the stats in certain characters. But yeah. So many old people. Yeah, there's a lot of old people in our server. In terms of the name, if they're actually old, some of them are, relatively speaking, but, well, older than me. I don't know what you define old as old, but I'm young. I guess, yeah, compared to them, I'm young. But, yeah. You don't understand. Yenny gotta beat Mass X type of on top. Fucking hell, damn. Yenny's like massively offline spending now, huh? He's offline grinding. Gonna come the next nobody, but in our server bracket. Fucking hell, he's got royalty. Audio killed itself. Rip. Typical Aussie internet will probably fix it up. It sounds normal now. Cool. Have you watched the manga? No. Well, watch. I guess it's reading, but no, I don't look into manga of anything because I just can't be bothered. I am... okay. Help, I'm in an all-girls school and I feel like I'm in a 18+ game that I played. Help, I don't want to be there. I don't know why you're in there in the first place, unless it's for... I don't know, this is personal, and I don't have anything to say, because, yeah. I would not put myself in that scenario, unless it's like a family relative or something, or you got something invited into, then just leave. I can't help you out there. Has 1 million attack metal bat and 8.5 million HP on carnage. Good for an account that has spent less than 80. Yes, that is definitely a very good account. Or basically, well, not free to play. I'll say low spender because it's under $100. But yes, that is good direction that you put with your account. That is pretty strong. Let me... Do I want to do peak arena? I mean, I could try. Why not? But I guess let me go through his arena stuff as I read through the chat. Actually, I kind of don't want to do this. I've changed my mind. Because he doesn't really have metal bat and or Gurigan troops. So I don't think he's going to be progressing any further. So let me just go through like peak arena. He's ranked 14th, because people don't really touch this game mode, so people aren't bothered to push up. But if they did, honestly, they probably could beat him. But in the hero rankings, he is ranked, where is he, 12th? Where am I? I think I'm 5th, yeah. And in villains, he's ranked 16th. He doesn't have the most up-to-date characters at both ends, so he can't go progress as high. And he gets the sacks, which is good. And I bought him the calls, because he didn't do that. But he's got a lot of currency in this mode. Tournaments. Oh, do I want to go through this as well? Actually, to be fair, I do need to go through this. Because I'll do the dailies for him. I guess it gives me time to read the chat, because I am like very behind on chat. What's... Oh, what am I going to TP you back? Yeah, just leave if you're uncomfortable. That's what I'll do in that situation. I believe in you, and Wailing going to be in top 10, 20 in arena. Damn. What's it? Okay, damage evasion. Ah, so it's damage evasion. Oh, okay, fair enough. I guess because with all those leaks, it's always like translational. So, like the names and shit is always different. Like, I think with you on Metalbat, the whatever. I think on CN it was Vigor or Vigor, whatever you pronounce, but it's called Momentum on Southeast Asia. Which on Global, once again, Global tends to also change from Southeast Asia, so it could be something completely different on Global, but yeah, I guess it was translational error. Oh, this one you can beat. Which duelist is best for Drive Night Core? I mean, in terms of duelists, like the most recent or up-to-date duelist would be Zombie Man. But there's not really many good duelists to get as a free-to-play player, because your top priority or must-pull units are more so grapplers and espers and not really duelists. Because they're only duelists that exist during the Drive Night Core, other than, let's say, you are Sonic, which for free-to-play, you may or may not want to pull for him. But Zombie Man is also, I may or may not want to pull for him because he's a speedster. Subterranean King is strong, but he's in the Awaken Wheel, which isn't really free-to-play obtainable and spendy heavy. Otherwise, who else? Flashy Flash, once again, also another speedster. You'll notice a lot of speedsters are duelists. So, he's also hit or miss if you want to focus on PvP. And then there's Atomic Samurai and Metalbat, where realistically both of them aren't really good for that era, only because Atomic Samurai you need Geru Ganshoop in order to get all those follow-ups, like going up against Geru Ganshoop, which he isn't really in the meta anymore. Unless you have an Awaken 2, then he's somewhat viable. He'll just become a tanky unit in that era if you manage to Awaken to him. But honestly, as a free-to-play, you don't need to go full investment into Awaken 2 Atomic, so you won't really be using him. And then Metalbat, he isn't really overly strong because Drive Knight's core is just basically stacking shit tons of max HP. So, like, you won't really be doing too much, I guess, because he's not going to be, like, heavily invested into your Metalbat, because definitely, like, invest in your Deep Sea King a lot more. But, I guess he can be somewhat viable because there's not really any big duelists. Not even like SR duelists, like with grapplers, for example. A lot of people, when Drive Night does come out, will be using someone like Tank Top Vegan, for example, because that's free to play accessible, and he is great to buff up the core because he gives shield rate, which basically increases that max HP or specialized protection a lot more. But in terms of like SR duelists, temporary ones, I honestly not entirely sure who the hell you could use, because a lot of these characters aren't really good. So a lot of them just give shatter and tenacity, but they're not like really OP or game breaking. So honestly, it's quite hard to fit a duelist in, and a lot of people will struggle as for a duelist during Drive Night Core, which honestly I'd probably recommend not pulling for all those duelists that I just said and just trying to play it out until you are Boros. But then again, you are Boros needs a duelist as well, so it's quite challenging. But the best ones are the speedsters, but like for free to play, it's not really necessary because speedsters isn't really universal to use. They're just used mainly for PvP. I would assume you probably don't do Dojo Clash, yeah, because you have not touched. Fucking hell, all these are stacked. Which means you don't really get, yeah, you got none of these coins and you're missing out on all these, which I am not going to do for you. Because that's on you. In terms of your lineups, yikes. I would probably put like Boros or something in this team. I'm going to leave it as it is though. Just to have two carries. Because you don't have Gary Ganshub, you're very much at a disadvantage either way. Okay. Otherwise, I can't really buy anything from here. I would buy these, but you can't even fully max that out. But I'll buy as many as I can. Put them out here. But definitely always get the sacks whenever you can. And reset locks with the gold ones. And then with the silver, always get the hero calls. Well, not hero calls, but the awakening calls. He doesn't touch Live Clash, which I wouldn't assume so, because he doesn't play as much. But there you go. I gave him a free few sacks over there. How is the Live Clash? Oh, it just started actually, so in all honesty, not much will happen. But do people have Silver Fang? No. 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 Why is no one using Silver Fang? Epimang. Damn. I'm not gonna look in further. Let's go to EBZ. I know he hasn't done EBZ, but like, I don't know where to fit in. I think I'm in this one, which I don't think the leaderboard was too whale heavy. It's got Ghost. Yeah, like this. I mean, I don't think Asup will be able to be top 16, but this isn't that bad. And in terms of this, I would... What the fuck? There's no Carnage? Oh my god, I don't think he's touched this ever since Carnage. Holy shit. Let me do something like this, for example. Let me just do one battle, or a couple as I read through chat, because I'm trying to do a review. Just wait till we merge with Old Man Rise and take you down. That will be quite a hard challenge, but I have full faith in us. But it will be a very hard challenge. 20 is considered geezer nowadays. Well, fuck. I'm 20. I feel fucking... Oh, actually, well, that's why I'm called Old Man. Because I am old. The moment they stop whale, they lost. Yeah. You prefer pulling with 180 tickets or 210? Okay, now I don't understand that, but I guess because I think in UR era there's more pity. I don't know if it goes to 240 and 300, but always at least go for, like, you don't need to go 210. Like, that's rarely the case. Just go 180. Should I pull DSK and Drive Nights, or TTM and Fuck, I can't. Okay, let me say it again. Should I pull Deep Sea King and Drive Knight, or Tank Top Master and Drive Knight? Definitely get DSK and Drive Knight. Don't worry about Tank Top Master. Definitely get Deep Sea King. He's a much more like high-end priority, and definitely get his keepsake if you can, because DSK is definitely up there for like one of the best characters, even in UR era. Because I did see, I think Pimgu and others, that he can work with like UR Metal Bat, for example. The follow-ups is kind of cool. And Deep Sea King is always going to be very useful to use in PvE. He's like phenomenal in PvE, especially when paired with like Gorobas, for example. It's great. So definitely get Deep Sea King if you can. Thanks, because I have to pull... Oh, not have to. I have pull Flashy Flash Awaken 2 with Keepsake and my black ticket remain 44. Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can use Flashy Flash. Like in terms of speedsters, he isn't like the most game breaking, because like there's Zombie Man and Sonic and or now Gale and CN, but in terms of duelists, they're a lot better. But Flashy Flash is like, he's like the minimum, like the bare minimum of duelists you can use, because he at least removes specialized he removes regular acceleration, so it would counter those Sonic V2 users no matter what. If you're playing in Southeast Asia and everyone gets Sonic for free, so you always counter them no matter what. And then King as well, if people got King from like the purple ticket summons or from the Awaken Wheel way back. So Flashy Flash is still, oh god, Flashy Flash is like a temporary duelist that you can use, because the speedsters always need to have, because all the duelists are basically speedsters except Atomic, but which Atomic I wouldn't really use in Dry Night Core. Neither would Metal Bat, but like if you can't get a speedster, and if you're free to play, if you have Metal Bat or Atomic Samurai, then I guess you can use them temporarily. All right, let me stop this arena shit now. Let's go through his PvE stuff. Like club bosses. Am I bothered to do these? I guess I have to. TTM is mid as fuck. Yeah, well, I mean, during the Dry Night Core, he's kind of okay. But his kit is based on Breakthrough, because I think his minions as well deal Breakthrough, if I'm getting that correct. Which is useful when countering Geru Ganshoop. But I'm pretty sure when Gorobas comes out as well, he negates damage reflect. So, like, that's why I wouldn't put Tank Top Master as a massive necessity. But he will be the only, like, good damage reflector for the hero side. So if you want, you can, but definitely save for Alloy if you can, because Alloy is the much better damage reflector, like 100%. And he's basically the best SSR plus in the near future, like in terms of the entire era, because he's still very used to this day in the UR era. PvE. Let's see. This team, I don't know why he uses this Child Emperor. I might change that, and yes, I will definitely. But let me see this team first without changing anything, because definitely put Genji instead. Sonic. Bro, you're not gonna be able to use Child Emperor's ultimate until much later. Hold on. Let me see here. 948. Okay, so first of all, let me remove you for you. And I kind of want to use maybe... You had Zombie Man, right? Zombie Man for Carnage. Because Carnage isn't very good in this game mode. Because a lot of the scaling is from attack, and Carnage... Oh shit, I should have disabled that. But Carnage scales from HP, so it doesn't really get a lot of those benefits. But I would assume this would definitely go a lot higher. Yep, it was a lot higher. Now, I'm going to test if... I mean, I only have one attempt now. But normally, from what I found, injury is definitely better. And then if you can fit injury and shatter, then go for it. But I would put this, and I'll replace you. I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. One, two, three. Okay, should be fine. Oh, okay. I guess it was a little bit out of the way. But I mean, definitely put Genji instead of Child Emperor. Genji. Yeah, Genji. Alright, let me go through resist invasion. Oh yeah, he's got so many tickets. Let me see if this is fine. Tenacity, that's all good. Okay, well... Okay. Well, I noticed some problems here. Let's put your PvE team. Except I'll put Carnage back again. So I'll do this. Boros. Where's Genji? Definitely put Genji in here. I think he was used one of these teams. Yes, he was for some reason. Which, get rid of Sonic. Except I need a duelist. But then I can put you. There we go. I think this would be the much better team. And the position doesn't really matter, but I'll just do this if damage reflect helps against Garo. That should be fine. In terms, you do have Gale Winter. This should also be completely fine. And then 6, 7. You should be able to generate shields anyways. I think this should be completely fine. It should be fine. Gale Wind basically makes up for the not tenacity, what am I saying? The internal injury and injury requirement. I think. Would you pull for Alloy and not Metal Knight? Or would you have both in lineup? In terms of PvP, Metal Knight is kind of needed to counter like Deep Sea King and Gorobas. But from what I've been told from many Southeast Asian players that I've messaged, Metal Knight isn't a massive priority, only because he gets overwhelmed massively by Alloy. So in all honesty, you don't need to pair Metal Knight with Alloy unless you want to be like very competitive in PvP, because he does counter that corrosion if the corrosion is like too much for you. But he gets like massively overwhelmed by Alloy, so like he isn't a must pull. Which whenever I do make my Drive Night like era video, which I just haven't had enough time to at all, because I do plan on doing it, but definitely before Drive Night comes out, so it could be any time within like the next 6 months. But Metal Knight I wouldn't say is a must pull. And just for PvP side of things, I mean PvE is kind of good as well because of the stuns, and it goes for 5 rounds instead of 2 like with Gale Wind. But from what I've heard, he's more used for PvP just to counter those corrosion meta. Silverfang, not worth. He is very skippable. And I can see the conversation between Jared and Niani. I'll just sum it up, but basically, we do in like Club Wars, we have a mutual agreement with Rise, who is our opposing club, that we'd spend or try to spend 0 to none gems during the war, so that we don't have to waste our gems, because gems is very scarce and it's a lot more competitive and a lot more fun because our clubs are like very balanced. So like it comes just down to strategy, and it's a lot more fun playing it that way instead of having to spend like thousands of gems just trying to one up each other, especially our like top players and whale characters. So it is quite fun if you get that mutual agreement. But like Niani's saying, I guess in his server bracket, even if they don't spend any gems, they still shred through everyone and everything. So I guess that's a bit underwhelming to see and a bit demoralizing. But whenever they merge with us, maybe, or if they merge down with like MassX, oh, actually not even, because I think MassX would probably join the whales as soon as they merge, or maybe not. I think they'll just become a massive club and then it'll be unbeatable. Let's go through other PvE game modes. What else? I guess World Disaster we can go through as well, because that's currently available. To be honest, Metal Knight is shit. Corrode isn't even all that. Yeah, which I've seen as well, or I've been told as well, like, you don't really need to get him. And people who did pull for him have said that they regretted him. So like, all right, cool. That saves me a lot because I don't have to pull for him and I can save as many tickets as I can for the UR era. Because URs are brilliant. And hopefully if the game's still alive then, I should be able to get my hands on some good UR characters. Which, where's Genji here? And where's Zombie Man? Wow. Just sure. Which, if you want to know what my current pool plan is for URs, I'm not exactly entirely sure about Second Awakenings. I haven't really looked into it, but at least with Second Awakenings, the pity is 300 instead of like a chance of getting it in like 320 to like 400, which is great. That's why I'm saving as many tickets as I can during the Drive Night era, as I only plan on pulling Gorobus and Alloy, I think, during that era. So I'm skipping a lot of those characters just to save as many black tickets as I can for URs. But right now, my pool plan is getting Sonic, then Suiru, then Boros, and then I should be able to get Metal Bat and King. And I'm not entirely sure about Atomic. I might skip Atomic and go for Gale Wind. I think that's my plan as right now. Now, I haven't looked too much into Awaken 2s, but it is a lot cheaper. Because I think I definitely can get Sonic to Awaken 2, so I'm going to do that. Then Suiru to Awaken 2. Boros, I think I'll just Awaken 1 just for the core. Then Metal Bat, I'm not entirely sure if he needs Awaken 2. Or I just get his Keepsake, which is affordable. I'll need to look into that. And then King, I think I'll need to Awaken 2 as well with the Keepsake. And then Gale Wind, I might have to Awaken 2 just because he's a speed sub, but I need to look into it. Oh yeah, a lot of Awaken 2s. But that's because Awaken 2 is a lot cheaper now. And if I skip a lot of UI characters, because looking at the meta, like I can skip Tatsu and G4, even though they're like very, very strong, but going this far ahead into meta and we can see it, they get overwhelmed by basically like Metal Bat and Suiru. So like they're really strong, but they can be skippable. So like I'm going to skip them. Because they're not, like, mandatory, because they get overpowered anyways. Alright, that's all good. What did you get? I didn't pay attention in the end. Oh, so it was like 5 million damage. Or billion. No, million. 500 million per thing. Alright, let's go through Epic Conqueror Challenge, because I'm quite curious. Firstly, he doesn't do this. I forgot, because he doesn't really log in. Because it's Dot this week. And his ATT isn't heavily invested into, so he's going to be struggling in like the later stages, like the second round. But he does have some SSR plus, so I guess it will carry him. Because I know with me, as soon as round or stage 10, so from stage 11 to 20, it's a massive jump, and then I had to do a lot of like reworking with my lineups just to make it work. There's how many tickets? Oh, you don't have any tickets, so I'm not going to spend any gems. Off-topic question, but what percentage do you have to drop Club Boss for it to be considered defeated? I know for global, in order to make bosses farmable, because it used to not, so like once it was fully defeated, then no one else could attack. But I know if you get it down to 5% or something like that, then it stays defeated. I'm not too sure about like Southeast Asia if they implemented the exact same thing. But a defeat is basically 0%. But a defeat is a club thing. It's not like you're into like you. Like individually, because you will lose after 10 rounds. It's just doing as much damage as you can, and it's a whole club effort. So technically it should be 0%, but if it's like global, if you can farm it, then I think global, it makes it down to 5%. Ooh, see, like this. I can't even beat this anymore, but let me swap around. Okay, actually, I do notice a problem. First of all, Gale Wind needs to be sped up. And I might put this here. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Let me try this for now. But Gale Wind, from what I find in ECC, if you can speed up characters, if you have the privilege to, because you can outspeed the boss if you have like 1,000 speed or higher. Definitely try to stun Awakened Vaccine Man to reduce the amount of unyielding he can do. if I get lucky or not, because this is like very IRG based. You have to do a lot of skips. There we go. Cool. But what was I yapping about? I forgot. Damage, percentage, defeat. It should be, I mean, like realistically it's 0%. But I know with global, for example, if I went in here and it says 5%, it's basically defeated. And now people, you can just farm it to get the chest, so everyone can participate instead of being the boss, like being completely dead and no one can participate anymore and they can't get the chest. Do you know when the... Oh, who will be the next backup stick? I don't know. When is the next backup stick? 11th. Next week. Okay. I personally don't know, but I would predict it could be Zombie Man if they really want to do that. I think it would be Zombie Man. If it's Flash, I swear to God. Like, Zombie Man, they should put core characters in here. I mean, not like when they did it with Giraganship and... Not Giraganship. With Gira and Bengpu, because... Like, they were locked behind a paywall during their meta. But now that Zombie Man isn't a meta anymore, he's a useful unit to use in both PvE. Not both PvE, but in PvE and in 3-team game modes. I would personally want Zombie Man here for the player base, because Zombie Man is a good character to use if you do have the spared $10 to buy this backup stick. Because Zombie Man can be used in PvE, like I'm just using him now for his injury. His injury is always very useful, and his revives are very useful to tank up damage. And then in 3-team game modes, you have a core to use if you didn't get like Gira's core, Bengpu's core, because you couldn't buy it. But, yeah. Metal Knight corroders and all that. The sun is good if you're aware, though. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for answers and keep up good vids. I might start a YouTube channel, but talking in Spanish as I don't see any Spanish channels. Yeah, well, I know with... Well, I mean, it depends what you make. Like, I guess if you're talking about making content about OPM, there's not really much on global. Because a lot of the OPM YouTubers, like that includes Southeast Asia and CN, they all speak in like Indonesian or Philippine, which I think was Tagalog it was, but they all speak in their native language, not English. There's rarely any English speakers. I'm one of the only few, and I do global, which is, yeah. But I mean, there could be a market for the Spanish market if you're here, but this niche of OPM is very, very small, so like don't expect to get as many like a lot of views, because this is quite a small player base, or global at least. It's very small compared to Southeast Asia. Like Southeast Asia, you get a lot more views if you focus on that. But yeah. But with YouTube, you got to be motivated and you got to be passionate about it. Like, don't do it because you want money, because you don't really get a lot of money from this. I just always liked to make YouTube content because I used to when I was a little younger. Just videos every now and then, because I thought posting stuff on YouTube was cool. Let me go through emblems now. So, like I did say before, he did have Undying Shield 3, which you saw in the PvP segment on why he should have died. But he didn't, because the Undying Shield absorbed all of it, because he had shields on. So, like, it's still quite useful, I guess, with Bengpu core for him. But, like, with Giraganship core was completely irrelevant. But yeah, at least he... Oh my god, he could get this to level 4 very soon. But for some reason, the blue cards are very low, which I assume is because he doesn't do Mirage Trials as often, which, yes, that is true. It's 50 out of 50. Because realistically, I'm pretty sure he should be able to progress relatively far. Not too far, because 1, he doesn't have Metal Bat, and 2, he doesn't have Giraganship core. So, I'm not going to do these attempts for him, because he's got way too many, and I want to review all these other stuff, but he can. Oh god, none of these have progression at all. And I did do this for his dailies, but yeah. So, like, realistically, I mean, from now on, with Giraganship core, you want to work on Distorted Field, because Distorted Field will just be useful for both PvP and PvE, which is what I'm currently working on. I'm very close to level 3, which I can get next week, actually, because I need the Emblem Stone. But Undying Shield doesn't really need to work into anymore, only because Bengpu isn't extremely relevant. He just needs Awakened Stones, and then he can actually get this level 4. But I'd probably stop and start working on Distorted Field. just in my personal preference, because now Undying Shield isn't as important anymore. It's not really major. These two, though, they're not too bad, but I'd always leave these kind of like last priority because they're just not temporary. They're permanent stats, but like these ones are more unique and they're a lot more usable in battle because they're a lot more unique, like I said. But like I would always leave Eternal Heart last. HP is not really sought after. Sword is a lot more. If you want to get level 2, then sure. I did at the very start because I got crit rate extra 3%, which is always useful to have because crit is quite rare to get in a lot of other gears and shit because there's only a certain amount of things you can get crit from. So that's always useful to have if you want to get a level 2. But I'd probably start working on Distorted Field now. And you only have 37 tickets there, which isn't... Oh, wow. Look at all this. I am definitely buying all these sacks for you. For sure. I don't care about all these keepsake things. Even... I mean, I could have really gotten, like... What you call it? Lightning Max's keepsake, but nah. Sacks. More sacks, the better. Now you have an extra... 50, I think, in your bag now. 58, damn. I would put all that into CK. Alright, Emblems. So I did through that, and I did through Epic Conqueror's Challenge. Let's see what else I've missed. I can look at Honor Battle, but he hasn't really done his placement. And what is division is he in? Powerhouse. Oh, Jesus, he's right, like, below the top one. I wonder if he can even beat these. Why is Gale Wind over here? Jesus. I mean, if he could and should be able to win in this, right? Realistically, he should. Let me see if he actually can or not. If I don't touch anything. You better. Should have pressed skip all. Oops. Great. I have to do this a little bit more. Fuck. But if you don't do Honor Battle, I'd recommend doing it, except it's kind of locked behind a certain time. So, like, you only have, I think, 10 hours to access it per day. And for me in particular, it sucks because during the weekdays, I have work. And the period for me, it opens from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is exactly the time I'm out of the house. So, like, I have to, like, stack them out for either when I'm free, like during uni, or if I have a day off, or during the weekend, which right now, today's Saturday, I think I have like 30 or 40 attempts stacked, so like I need to find time to do it before 5 p.m. today. But I got assignments to do. I need to fit it somehow, because the attempts reset on Monday, so I need to do it as quickly as I can. But definitely do Honor Battle if you can, even if you're a low player, because you should be able to at least participate in Honor Battle. And just doing these every day, like you can skip or whatnot, just as long as you get some ranking, because the game isn't like as overly active. But you can get all these materials and coins, which you get a lot of good stuff out of it, like sacks, for example. Definitely always get them. Binding cards, sigils. Now, sigils, it's brilliant to get sigils in this game mode, because eventually you can always keep getting level 7 sigils, and they are great for your characters. So definitely get them whenever you can. And all these level 4, which you can combine to level 5 and 6, etc. And then you can get some level 6 ones here, which is great. This is a great game mode to boost your character's BP and stats, because sigils, before, you had, like, a lot of people spent in order to, like, max them out, and through, like, events like the Forbidden Zone, because that was quite a gemmy event if you wanted to be, like, get the top rewards. But now everyone is able to get sigils as high leveled as this, so this is a great PvP game mode to do. And if you don't want to, you don't have to majorly focus or like be competitive in this. Just skip through. Just as long as you participate and you get some points. It just depends on your rankings, because then you'll get points at the very end of the season, get your ranking rewards, and then you can spend them, ghost coins, or keep saving them until you can get those sigils. Because sigils, definitely a brilliant feature to get, or resource to get. Where am I in this? Because I still have a lot of attempts saved. I am in this one. I'm 31, but like, see, I have 900 points or 950, but I think I have like 30 attempts left. So realistically, I should be able to make a top 10, because I know last season I got 10th, which was good. Fair enough. I got the top 10 rewards, which is great. But I'm not gonna do the attempts for Asup, because look at how many attempts he's got. 50, and I am not doing all 50 right now. But I just wanted to go through this segment, I guess, to, if to say if you don't do honor battle, do it, even if you like can't win all the time, because this is a PvP is always well heavy. But as long as you just do 10 attempts every day and do skips, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you get ranked somewhere, you will be able to get ranking rewards here, like season rewards and whatnot, and you get these coins, which is great for getting sigils, because always get sigils and sacks from this store right here. So do honor battle whenever you can. Trust me, it's great. I did get some. Also get these if you can, because we still haven't had a refinement rate up. It's been like 4 months, but I mean, I put a suggestion in the Discord, but I don't know if the game developers will see it and if they implement it finally this month. But these is also a great way to get these cards. So also do those. I'd probably get those first and then the level 6 sigils with that purple currency, because these are a lot more scarce, the purple refinement cards, because they're used for red gears, and red gears very OP. If you get Sonic, skip Gale. Sonic and Keepsake. Oh, really? Sonic and Keepsake has faster row speed. Oh, I'll need to look into that. I'm surprised that Gale isn't able to outspeed. Unless the exact same speed. So then if you're like on blue team, for example, then Sonic or whoever's on blue team will be faster. Okay, that's interesting. I need to look into that, because I haven't looked into Gale's debut on CN yet. So I need to look into that, because I want to know if I want to pull for Gale win or not. King Yuan with G4 and Alloy is actually super. G4 Keepsake King has damage reduction for everything. Difference. Alloy. G4 crit damage free. Oh, okay. Makes your team very tanky. Alloy because reflected damage reduction. God damn. Is there a reason why Zombie Man isn't in the purple ticket wish list? I'm pretty sure that was for Southeast Asia as well, because I know from Southeast Asia, only Giro Giro is the available core. They don't have Zombie Man and or Bengpu, which fucking hell. I don't know why they don't add Bengpu. Zombie Man, I would assume they didn't put him, only because I guess he's obtainable in these summons, heroic. But then again, Giro Giro is also available in Southeast Asian here, as well as like Garo and Gokatsu and Awakened Vaccine Man. So honestly, I don't have an answer for you on why they don't include Zombie Man. It's a bit stupid, but I guess alluding to that, that's probably why I think the next hero backups to character for global will be Zombie Man, if you have money or $10. But I will do giveaways for hero backup sticks, even though, you know, from my description here, I've been banned from doing top ups on my fucking phone. Fucking god! But I'm not gonna stop these giveaways, because I want to give money to people. And preferably those that are free to play, so that they can't, like, they don't have an opportunity to buy those backup sticks, because it helps them out. So I'm still going to do it. If the devs decide to just ban my account in total, like in general, then fuck them, because that's just scummy. And they don't support their community a lot anyways. I just don't like them. But, oh well, we'll see how long I can give away money. Because who doesn't like free money? Alright, I guess let me go through now member training. Ow. I mean, I went a little bit glimpse to it. He can't progress 2 farm duelists because he doesn't have Metal Bat. He has Boros in this. He might be able to. Which he hasn't changed out. Which now I can see why he didn't push this. Because you definitely want to get these high. Or phase. Because the higher the expedition, the more of the resources you can to upgrade the tier training member thingy. All right, let me put you in the middle. Unless I get one-shotted straight away. Maybe that's why. Hold on. Oh, fuck. There's 3 AoE ults. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me see what happens here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh no. Oh, made that. There we go. I figured. I was like, what the hell? You should have been able to beat it for sure. Alright, actually, let me progress, I guess, through this a little bit. The Spanish side of this game is really death or dead, I guess, because a lot of them are free to play, and in YouTube content, one YouTuber quit and one disappeared. Oh, I see. Because I don't know too much, I guess, of the Hispanic scene, I guess, an OPM if there is one. But it's not a bad idea if you want to create content on there. Because I came at a time where One Strike Dog was the main English-speaking creator, and I basically took over him as soon as he quit. I started a little bit before him, and it just worked perfectly because all those people would kind of shift to me. I mean, it was supposed to be shifted to Gamma, but people found me instead. Hell yeah, and I'm relevant. Hell yeah, and I'm still popping till this day. Hell yeah, Gamma ain't. L. But I just found perfect timing on that, so I went a lot more successful there. Because I guess with YouTube, it all comes down to timing as well. And bloody annoying opportunities and shit. Because a lot of it is luck. Like, people get viral. I wouldn't say purely because of luck, but like, they just planned it up very well, and you have to be lucky in some instances. But that's not a bad idea, as long as you're passionate about it. Because with YouTube, I guess some tips I would say is definitely you have to be passionate about doing YouTube, and if you want to do it, because like if you're just sitting in front of a screen, like not really having like any motivation, your voice or whatnot, you're just doing it because you can. Like, you need to be engaging, or else it's not really like, you're not gonna have viewer retention, and people won't be able to like pop by in your videos for very long. They'll just drop off straight away. So like, you gotta be motivated and passionate about it. You also have to put effort. You can't half-ass it. I know, well, with me, I didn't... Well, I mean, I don't go, like, extremely overboard with editing. A lot of gacha people don't really anyways. But with me, I at least edited out, like, a lot of outtakes and breathing and whatnot. Because I know a lot of people, like, I'll say Gamma, for example. The reason why I think I got a lot more attention than him in the future, like, eventually, is because, one, I always kept constantly talking, because I would edit out. I would do a lot of editing. Like, I spend a lot more time editing, and cut out all, like, the outtakes and whatever sounded, or whenever I talked, and if it wasn't really relevant to what I was talking about, I'll just cut it out entirely, so shorten the video a lot more. And I also looked heavily into like how to make a good YouTube video, like with thumbnails and music, background music, copyright, etc. Like, I actually put a lot more effort to a lot of people in this industry, like the OPM side of things, which is why I think I found very good success, because my YouTube is basically like a YouTube channel that's like the majority of good YouTubers do, where they have music and good thumbnails and whatnot. And I edit out all my outtakes, well, except streams, because streams you can't. I just have to keep yapping and see if I don't run out of content and don't say anything, or be in silence, because I try not to be in silence. But that's why I have a comment section here. I still have, what, 24 people in this chat? Hell yeah. So I can keep yapping about a bit. And hopefully not lose all my audience. Please don't leave me. Also, if you find me entertaining. I don't know if you find me entertaining or not. I'm not personally the most funny person out there. Unless you want to make fun of my accent, then sure. I guess that gives me some audience. But, you know, I don't know. I can't say anything because I guess it's biased. So I don't know how, from an outsider's point of view, how you people portray me or see me. But if you find me entertaining, then that's good. I guess that's why you're here. Unless you just come here for the information, which, I mean, that's perfectly fine. That's my content anyways. I don't really do too much into gameplay, because I don't find it too entertaining, in my opinion. Like, honestly, with YouTube, I just focus on guides, because that is normally why I go on YouTube in the first place, for example. Like, I always just search up guides, which is why my, I guess, what is it? My, fuck, what's that video? The beginner's guide has so many views. I think I checked it recently. I had like 33k views, which is insane. That's my highest ever video. That's crazy. And when I look back at it, I hate it, because first of all, my voice, because I was experimenting at the time, and I just tried, I think, OBS when filming my audio. It's completely different, and I sound a lot more dead. So, like, I really wish that video would change, or it would be me now. I might need to make an updated video, but it won't have as many views, but yeah, it's whatever. But I've definitely changed a lot from then, which is good. All right, I need to stop yapping. All right, let me go through his home features. like the training hall, which I guess is fine. At least all the main halls are maxed out. This was a little bit invested into, but he stopped, and now he's basically got a lot of these books spared, which is good. For memory card upgrades, when does it come? I've been saying this for like now 5 months probably, or 4 months. It should have came like in global. I would say the equivalent would have been like Sonic V2, but global is just stupid, and they give out all the whale features and PvP features before all the PvE and free-to-play friendly features, because they're just scumbags. So hopefully it comes out this month. They're better, but I've been saying that for months, so I don't know. But just keep saving those books, because memory card upgrades is definitely a lot better way to get BP more than those 2 trading halls. In terms of laboratory, this is a fairly high level laboratory. He doesn't have Gargantroop, so I can't put anything in here. Jesus, he doesn't even have these keys. I guess he just doesn't touch core trial at all. Does he even have the currency for core trial? He does. Where are these keys? Okay. Jesus, I'm gonna have to wait till next week now to get another one. But this is honestly all fine. The levels are fine. Let me see Gyros, because what is your... So you're level 6, you're level 7. I might change these around. Level 7. Okay, these are all fairly high. Level 4. Okay, I'm not putting Bengpu in. But for example, like, what does Deep Sea King do? Shield rate. Okay, shield rate's kind of okay for Bengpu Core. You do injury, I think. Yep, so I'm going to definitely keep a Mayan. You do heal rate and shield break, which, oh, I guess it's also quite good. You do heal rate and column. Column, I guess Boros. What do you do? Dot, column, dot. All right, I'm replacing you because ATT ain't necessary. For who would I think Bakuzan also did injury. Yep, so I would probably put Bakuzan. Let me see everyone else though. Heal rate. Oh, yeah, all right. We'll place you for Bakuzan just so that your carnage is a lot more stronger now with that charge damage and single target. So I would do that. Achievements. Are you 25? Yes, you are. So you do have the Subterranean King avatar. I did do these for him. I guess I'll have to dispatch all these very quickly. Right. Oops. I'm not looking. Gale's acceleration does outspeed Sonic, but the row speed is lower for Gale. Huh. That is very interesting. Interesting. Is that including 5p, so completely maxed out Awaken to and everything? Because that is very unusual, and that shouldn't be happening. Because I know with like Sonic V2 and King, I guess for global standpoint, like if King isn't 5p, I'll say, so if it's like a regular 5-star King and a regular 5p Sonic, sorry. If King doesn't have speed growth, for example, I'll just say, King is able to outspeed Sonic, but then Sonic's ally speed is a lot more faster, so then his allies will go first than King. Unless King is 5p and has those speed stones, then yeah. So when they're fully maxed out, then King will be able to outspeed basically Sonic. But if that's the case, the exact same with Gale and Sonic, if they're both maxed out, and Sonic's ally speed is still faster, I need to look into that meta. I need to see. Unless people, I guess maybe Whales will do the double speed meta. I'm not too sure if double speed still is very strong, especially with Gale Wind, because Gale Wind seems kind of broken in terms of like the debuffs and shit he gives. So I need to look into that. I guess when Gale Wind's Keepsake comes out, then I guess that will give me more definitive answer. And to see if Gale Wind is interesting. Okay. Okay. I need to look into that. Oh, I didn't go to figurines, but these are his figurines, which at least he's got most of them 4 or 5-star. So I guess figurines is also one big thing that gives you BP, which I guess that's also another thing from that comment way early on how Mass X has so much. Because Mass X, like, he instantly gets characters to 6-star straight away. Like Silverfang, he's already got him, oh no, maybe to 5 stars or 6 stars, and then 4p already. So, because he doesn't, like, I don't know how much money this guy has, bro. But he basically maxes out everyone straight away. So this is definitely one of the big factors to increase your BP. I mean, you don't have to get everyone, we'll say, to 5 stars, obviously. But all the N and R rated characters, you can try to get them to 5 stars if you can. They're not that hard. It just takes like a very long time to grind them out. But over time, you'll be able to, like Asup, be able to get everyone to at least 4 stars and 5 if you can. But yeah, definitely a big contributor to the BP. Let me go through HeroX Villain, which is one thing I forgot. Because I'm quite curious how he performs in it. Because he doesn't have, like, Metal Bat and Girigiri Core. That's not a freaking thing. Core Trial. No, what the hell am I doing? It's HeroX Villain. Jesus. He's up to Cycle 9 Phoenix Man. He does summon villains. And he doesn't have Metal Bat. Which I would assume is why he's failing. Oh, actually, Phoenix Man attacks back Crow, which I see why he's doing this. Except he summons crows, so like it will do this. Let me see how this. I don't think he'll be able to beat it, but let me see this. Is this OPM global or Southeast Asia? It is global. I normally focus on global because there's not much content on global. And I don't focus on Southeast Asia because I didn't start off in Southeast Asia, and there's a lot more YouTube content for Southeast Asia. But I still look into Southeast Asia, and I can give advice from my understanding, because I do a lot of research. Just not in terms of URs, like a lot of the recent ones, I need help with that. But all the SSR Plus, I need to know, because for global, so I know a lot about SSR Plus. Skippy. Yeah, I figure you probably need a Metal Bat. Unless you get Atomic, but you shouldn't get Atomic. Just get Giroganshoop as soon as you can in April. What else have I missed? I don't think there's too much now to go through. I think the only few things I should go through is the memory cards, which I'm pretty sure is maxed out because you can see he's got basically 200 coins, all maxed out. Another way to get your BP as high as you can, as long as you max it out alongside the talents, which you get over time after like a year of playing. You get all these books. And he only has 200 investigations, which is fairly low. But I think he must have spent them during one of the vitality events or over time. So just save them whenever you can then. And I guess one more thing I can go through, because I think after this... there's not too much else to go through his account, and then I've basically reviewed his account. So in his bag, if you want to see his resources, because he doesn't have that many black tickets anymore, because he did spend 80 to try to get the Awakened Stone for Giroganshoop early, and unfortunately he didn't. So then he didn't bother spending for those extra 100 black tickets because they are fucking expensive. This game is very expensive, so I guess he held off there, which is fine. I also kind of want to do that, but I'll do that later. He also doesn't have as many keepsake vouchers. But the next character to get his keepsake for, I recommend, is Deep Seeking, which he should definitely get 70 by then. Because you get about 12 every month for free, and then an extra 6 if you get the keepsake packs every month for gems. And otherwise, not too much. He has a lot of spare sacks now. It's a fire schematic. So I might put those sacks into Carnage, just to make his Carnage a lot more stronger and viable. He's got a lot of hero stones as well. Who did he pull for? I guess Carnage. But he got a lot of hero. I wonder how many summons he did in Carnage. Not Carnage. In Child Emperor. Because these Child Emperor's awakened one. Okay, that's interesting. He's got a lot of hero stones. So maybe he put into Metal Bat as well. I didn't ask him that. I wonder if he did. And then quit because he didn't get the awakened stone early. I'm not sure. But a lot of villain stones which are going to easily be saved for Deep Seeking. Or even Giroganshoop if he got the awakened stone for free, which is what he gambled on and unfortunately didn't get. So hopefully in the rerun he's able to do so. And okay, well that's basically the resources in his bag. How many ascension tickets would I need on next raid up, bro, to get at least 200 to 300 sacks? Probably 1.2k if you're lucky. So, I mean, this basically all comes down to math, which I guess I'll whip out the calculator, because I think the average rate of getting a sack... Oh god, what was it? Was it 12%? Or was it 18% or something? Hold on. What the hell was it? What's the chances here? Essentially got 13. Oh, it says it's 18%. Hold on. 18. So 8. I forgot how to math. Uh-oh. 1 point. Hold on. Times 0.18. So, I mean, Yanni was right. You would definitely probably want about 1,200 vouchers into at least getting about 200. So, like, it's a lot of vouchers. This definitely, to get that many vouchers, 1,200, it's not free-to-play friendly at all. I know, because I don't spend for vouchers. But I only get, like, maybe 200 or 300 during the raid ups. But you need a lot of sacks, a lot of funds and gems in order to get a lot of those vouchers, to get a lot of those, because it's 18% chance when the raid ups come to get a Ascension card. So, it's quite heavy spendy. Completely max, he's 2% faster. Awaken 2. Awaken 1, Sonic has faster. Okay, that makes... I can see that. If both Awaken 1, Sonic with Keepsake is like 1 or 2% faster now. Both Awaken 2, Gale is faster. Also, Flashy Flash counters Gale. Does Gale not have specialized speed or acceleration? That's interesting. God, I need to look to Gale. Holy fuck, that's so weird. What a weird kit. That is so bizarre. Oh, I didn't claim these. Whoops. Exactly what you thought. Having to go full pity for CK killed the spirit and then got shards instead of the character stones. I see. Rip. I see. Okay. Well, now, okay. I understand. I see now. I mean, yeah, because I guess you fell in the trap where every character you can't get anymore because it's hard. But it is unfortunate that you did go into both of them and didn't really prioritize going for certain characters and look into it. But I guess that's fine. Because now I guess I will, because this is basically the end of the review. And I've basically went through everything in this account, so you can see everything. And I'm going to announce that there was a twist with this account review. And the twist is that, unfortunately, I've known Asup for like a year, and he's been in my OD server for basically the start. But he is going to quit the game now. So this was an excuse to get his account reviewed and then quit. So I appreciate the fun times we had in Club Wars and everything for the past year. But he has given me this account to give away. So I will, at the end of the stream, going to go to my giveaways. And I am going to give this account away. So if you are interested in having this account, I will give this account away to one lucky winner. And I might plan on putting a little bit of money into this only to get black tickets so that it has enough black tickets to get Geru Gantru when the time comes in April. Unless whoever wins and doesn't pull for Geru Gantru, then I hate you. But the projection for this account is that you definitely need to get Geru Gantru, which will be in April. So even if you win this account, you will have to last an extra 2 months without Geru Gantru. But in looking in Arena, for example, like I managed to get at least top 50. And for the person who gets this account, revert as many sacks as you can and just put them all to Carnage. Because if you put everything into Carnage, then I think you could progress a little bit higher against those Geru Gantru players even. Because just having a very tanky Carnage is very strong in this current era still. Until Atomic Samurai comes, and that might be a bit challenging, sorry. So yeah, so I'm going to be giving this account away. So if you don't know how to enter, I will firstly put my Discord on the stream. So you can go join the Discord server if the bloody bot didn't. Okay, I guess the bot didn't send it, but it is. Oh, there it is. All right, so if you just click on that server link, or you can go to the description of this stream VOD, it's there. All you need to do, just go to giveaway. I'll make an announcement, and then all you need to do is just click the giveaway button, which I'll make a giveaway thing here, and there'll be basically this confetti icon. You just press it, and then you've automatically entered. It's completely free. You don't need to pay or anything. It's just that it's a lucky roll, and then whoever manages to get this account will win it, and then I'll DM you once the giveaway is done. So I'll do that right after the stream. So I'll make an announcement. If you join my Discord, I'll add everyone so that you can enter it if you want, or if you're interested in getting a free account, because this account is very strong. Don't get me wrong, it is still a top 50 account, so it is still very strong, and you get a lot of these SSR Plus characters. So if you are a beginning player, for example, then this account will be perfect for you, because you got a lot of these characters that you can have fun with. So definitely an account that is worth having if you want to enter the giveaway. So I appreciate Asup for giving me the opportunity to give this account away for free. So, and you can look back at this review to see if you are interested in having this account, because I went through everything, so nothing is being hidden. So yeah, so anyways, that wraps up the end of the stream. So once again, I thank you all for tuning into the stream, and I'd like to give a shout out to all of my YouTube members before I end the stream off. So special thanks to my X tier members being Gamma, Blackshot, Shinobi PK, Skies, Creighton, Marcus, Lou, Zell, Burnt Ramen, Peppermang, and then I also got 3 new X tier members throughout the stream. So special thanks to those members as well, which I'm pretty sure it was Truth Seekers, Henza, and I need to remember. Hold on. It was one more person. I forgot your name. I just got a lot. Hold on. I will figure it out, because I don't want to leave anyone out. It is no TYT. So thank you all very much for becoming a membership, or getting my membership. And special thanks to my Y tier members being Dragon, EQ, Jared, Nieni, Dominic, and Monkey. And my Z tier members being Zelion, Dove, Freddy, God K, Sly Rider, Asup, Low Hanging Fruit, Bang, and Great Leader. So once again, I thank you all very much for the additional amount of supports. And if you want to join my giveaway, just join my Discord server. It will be available. I think I'll make it available for 4 or 5 more days. So you do have a time period of 5 days to enter. So anytime between then and now is completely fine. It's totally free, so you can just apply anyways. And there's no restrictions. Anyone's able to win it, even if you're away or not. It depends if you want to give away to someone else or someone you know. That's entirely up to you. But I will give this account away, because this account has been slightly neglected, and it does definitely deserve a new home. So thank you very much, Asup, for letting me review your account, and thank you very much for being an OG player with me for the past year. So I appreciate all your contributions throughout the year. So anyways, that wraps up the end of the stream. I'm going to go now, so I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you all next time. So see ya, and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.